Do you think we can remember the entire one-person company's compliances by just referring one chart? I think we can. So let's move ahead and find out how we can do this. Before that, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button if you have liked the video, and don't forget to fill out the Google form for expressing your interest to participate in Secretarial Audit, Due Diligence and Compliance Management paper classes. What is the meaning of one-person company? I'm sure by now we all know the meaning of one-person company. What it is, as per section 2 subsection 62 of Companies Act, a one-person company is that company where only one person will be as a member. So what do we understand by it? It is that company which has only one person as a member. Along with that, this particular company will be treated as a private limited company. Well, for the compliances, let's go and understand with a better example and with a better chart. Compliances by one-person company. Categorically, we can divide the compliances into three parts. First, compliances which got to be followed at the very start of the year or as and when required. Then the board meeting compliances. Then, last but not the least, is the compliances we got to be following post the year closing. So, at the start of the year, what we need to be doing is to take the disclosure of the interest of a director in the form MBP1. And every director, whenever he's participating in the first board meeting of the company, he got to be giving this disclosure. Then in the subsequent years, he got to be giving this disclosure at the first ever board meeting. And then later, which if there is any change in the disclosures already made by him, then at the first board meeting held after such change, he got to be disclosing his interest or a concern in other entities. This is about interest disclosure. Second thing is on the information on disqualification. Every director shall inform the company concerned about his disqualification before the appointment or reappointment as mentioned in section 164 subsection 2. And in what? In the form DAR 8. Then the auditor's appointment. This is not a very regular activity. Again, I'm stressing on because auditor is normally appointed for 5 years, and whenever there is a change or appointment or changes in the auditors, we got to be filing ADT 1 within 15 days of the meeting where the auditor is appointed. Next broad category is the board meeting. What needs to be done is the compliances. So minimum of 2 board meetings has to be conducted by one-person company in every calendar year, and out of that, 1 board meeting for each of the half of the calendar year has to be conducted. So which means to say that 2 board meetings in a year and 1 board meeting in each half of a calendar year has to be conducted. Then the gap of 90 days has to be there between these 2 board meetings. And then, of course, like every other board meeting compliances followed by other companies, we got to be even following section 173 compliances for calling of the board meeting and minimum of 7 days notice. In case of transacting any urgent business, shorter notice can also be given. That's about board meeting compliances. Next, last but not the least, is the post-year closing compliances. What we need to be doing, whatever the results of the years has been given, we got to be giving that, result of the company, right? And that can be done by the way of filing an annual return and financial statement. First, filing of annual return in the form what? In the form MGT 7. And this has to be done within 60 days of recording the ordinary resolution in the minute book. Second is the filing of financial statement in the form AOC 4, and this can be done within 180 days from the closure of the financial year. So categorically, we understood the compliances which got to be followed by a one-person company. Before we end, let me give you the exemptions applicable for a one-person company. A one-person company, of course, as we already know, it is only one member company, so then SS2 is not at all applicable. And in case, if at all we are lucky enough, if we have one director and an OPC, we need not have to follow even SS1 or a board meeting compliances for that matter. Then on the annual return on a financial statement basis, we need not have to prepare a cash flow statement. So this is the compliances and the exemptions which is given to a one-person company. With the given chart, I'm hoping that you've understood the compliances of one-person company very well. If you have, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel and fill out the Google form to express your interest to participate in Secretarial Audit, Due Diligence and Compliance Management paper online classes. Hoping to see all of you in the class.